Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. See that? The people of photography call this time the golden hour. This is the time when it's generally best to take photos. 1 hour before sunset. This is about 1 hour before Maghrib. Now the people who might be familiar with Tijani Wird is that the Haylala on Fridays is actually performed 1 hour before sunset. It's a special time. That's also a time if you want to do zikr or meditation, fikr or tafakkur, it's the same thing. It's a good time to do it 1 hour before sunset. It's a special time. Look at the sky. Look at the sun. It shines like golden. You know, there is this American motivational speaker who is named Simon Sinek. He talks a lot about this new world way of viewing leadership and leading companies. He talks a lot about, motivation, why you should do things. Start with the why. And he talks about a lot about trust and how you build trust and the problem with, focusing only on results. Hiring employees that perform highly but do not have so much trust, so they become toxic employees and things like this. There are quotes in him where he talks about to build trust you have to speak the truth. He has discussed Iman and the levels of Iman, the maqams of Iman, just in a very modern way. You see, Iman is trust. Okay? That's what it is. It's trust. It's people think that it is to believe in things, but that's not Iman. No. It's if you read the hadith, it says something that a Muslim is someone who other Muslims are safe from their actions. This is hadith Prophet Muhammad said. Iman is someone you can trust with your blood and your money. You see? Iman is about trust. It is just what Simon Sinek speaks about. The best performing groups of people in business and in work, and by the way, all of that theory that he discusses in my line of work, management consulting, banking, it's 100% applicable. Like organizations where you don't have trust, then you have a manager who detail manages you all the time. You have fear. So the opposite of trust is fear. And the opposite of Iman is fear. That is what happens when you have deficiency of Iman. It's very difficult to have Iman. Well, isn't it? Because it's very difficult to completely purify ourselves from fear. Because we are afraid. We are afraid of what's going to happen tomorrow. I have to get up. What doesn't happen if I don't? What happens if I deliver this report and the client is not happy and I don't get a prolonging on my project and I have to sit there? What happens with COVID-19? What if I get sick? Yeah, but what we walk out there and we start thinking that we are infected just because we cough a little bit and we are afraid what's going to happen. Am I going to die? What's going to happen tomorrow with the world? We have a lot of fear, don't we? So Iman is something that takes time to build. And like the Quran says, you build Iman with zikrullah. You build it also with meditation. Salah, if properly practiced, builds Iman. But we don't practice Salah like we're supposed to, like the Tabi'in did. We practice it according to Wahhabism, unfortunately, and there are reasons for that, but it's not important. Because in like how Imam Malik taught Salat, he said that Tumanina is actually a condition of the Salat. You're supposed to be in a state of Tumanina. And Tumanina is what Iman. Iman's crown jewel is Tumanina. That's inner peace, the calmness, the tranquility, the result of mindfulness, you can say. If you go to, even just to make a comparative religious note, if you go to a Sangha by Thich Nhat Hanh, it's Tumanina they teach. If you go to your random satsang, it's Tumanina they teach. It's tranquility, this inner calm, this peace, this faith. This place where you are, where you don't have fear. The place where there is no fear. That is Tumanina, and that's the crown jewel of Iman. Like the Quran says, verily in the zikr of Allah, hearts find rest. Quran says, O you nafsan mutma'inna, O you self who are at rest, return to your Lord well pleased and well pleasing unto him. Now enter among my servants, enter into paradise. So Tumanina is the door to paradise. Iman is the door to paradise. And in this sense, it is also similar. In Christianity, there's a lot of emphasis on hope and faith. And this is on a comparative note, religious note. Faith, hope, that in the end of the tunnel, there is always light, because whatever pain you go through, you have to go through that. The more pain you go through, the higher your light is going to be, because you can't taste good before you have tasted bad. How do you know a good sushi? You don't know good sushi if you have not tasted bad sushi first. You don't know joy before you have known pain. But when you have suffered a lot of pain, even small things can make you ecstatically joyful. Like right now. And you learn Iman when you fast. Oh, when I do iftar, I break my fast. That date tastes so good. That water tastes so good. It doesn't taste good if I do it all the time. So pain and joy, they go together like this. And Tumanina, you only know that when you have known stress. So this is it. Some teachings on Iman, an introduction on Iman, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.